Not good. So I want to do an update video for this week. As you can see, the tire is not looking good. That's the tire that she had go flat, that it appears they did drive on for too long. I went to Les Schwab, had them look at the tire, and they said, yeah, it's damaged, and said it's probably not something you want to drive on, especially on a road trip to Texas. So talked to them about options, and they actually don't buy tires. They wouldn't give me a credit for the tires at this particular Les Schwab. He said he probably couldn't sell them. So I'm going to go ahead and get at least the two rear, because I want to have a matching set. I'm looking at maybe doing all four and then selling these tires online, Facebook Marketplace or something like that. They're in really good shape. They only have 15,000 miles on them. So they have really good tread still. I mean, even with the 15,000 miles, they're in good shape. They're not too bad on the outside. So I'm thinking somebody might need them. I probably will keep one. I'll probably keep the other back one or front one, I don't know, keep the back one as a spare in my shed. So if something ever happens again, I've got an extra tire, and then sell two. I don't know, we'll see. They don't want them, but they gave me a discount for having to buy tires, so that was nice. What I got was the Pro Contact LS, Continental Pro Contact LS. They had some other options there. I did not want to get tires that had the foam on the inside. He says it's very problematic when they try to repair those with the foam. They have to cut back the foam, and they're actually charging customers extra if they didn't buy their tires at Les Schwab to actually do the work to cut back the foam to put a patch in. So in this case, I don't need a patch, and most of you commented on the other video that the plug should be good enough, and the plug was good enough. The tires held. It's been 2 weeks, and while the pressure has gone down a little bit, it's gone down on all the tires because it's been colder. So it's still holding strong. It's still about 6 PSI higher than the other tires, which is what it was at if you saw the previous video. So the tire patch, the plug is holding, but the damage on the tire, I'm worried, is not good. Especially that's the sidewall. So she did drive on it for a while, it appears, and damaged the tire. So that's the current plan. I'm gonna go ahead and get 2, if not 4 tires, try to sell the other 2. I'm also looking into, and I'll have a future video on some other options. I have a number of things in the back. This is my front sub trunk. This is the shade, the 2-piece shade that I did a earlier video on. I'll try to put a link in the description down below. I have my original mobile charger kit, which is no longer free with Tesla cars. I have the adapter kit that has a bunch of other adapters, the 1450 NEMA, a bunch of other things. I have a cover that I put on the back of the seats. When I have those down, I bought this cover here that I lay across it so things don't lay on the carpeting of the seats. I also have my extension cord. I do want to talk about these jack pads a little bit. I got these, I believe, from Top Fit. I'll put a link in the description down below, but they are key. If you don't know, the Tesla doesn't have these standard with them. These have to be bought aftermarket, and there are little holes in the frame where you can put these pads to lift the car. And let me show you real quick. So this is the hole I'm talking about. There's actually 4 of them. There's actually, front, both 2 in the front, 2 in the rear, and it's where you're supposed to lift the car from. And you're supposed to put the pads in, have the jack go to the pad to lift the car. If you don't, you can damage the battery, which is the whole bottom of the car. So it's something that you really have to have. And as I found out, the tow truck didn't have it, and most places don't have it. So I really recommend, if the one thing you haven't got yet, I think you should get probably a compressor, you should get the plugs, but for sure, make sure you get some jack pads, because without those, the guy could have damaged the car on the side of the road when he tried to lift the car. And it could have been damaged in the shop when they try to lift the car. So make sure you definitely look into getting some jack pads. And then the other thing I have is what I bought from Tesla, which my wife didn't use. And this is the Tesla pump. So this is the inflation pump from Tesla you can get on the Tesla website. It does have the gooey stuff here. You can do it just air, or you can do it with the air and the goo. And it is, you plug it in just like you would, cigarette lighter type thing. So I do have that. A lot of people commented, well, you should have just inflated it. Well, number one, I wasn't there. My wife was there, and she doesn't want to deal with car things. And that's why she immediately called Tesla Roadside Service. If I was there, I probably would have tried to use this to inflate the tire. I don't know that the gel stuff would have worked because of the foam inside the tire that kind of blocks the hole. And honestly, you heard the sound if you watched the video. The hole was pretty big. I don't know that that would have worked anyways. So I do have that, but I don't have the plug kit. So that's what I'm going to look into getting. Going to get the plug kit. I'm also needing a jack, right? Because on the side of the road, I don't have a jack to lift the car. So I'm going to look into that. But I know that you need a certain capacity jack because the battery pack of the car is heavy. So I'm going to look into that. And I'm also going to think about modern spare. I'm getting a modern spare. The problem with the modern spare is it takes up a lot of space. And usually we have a lot of luggage. I have seen where people have put it at the back of the seat, right behind the back seat. But I don't know. And it's $500, a little over $500. I might reach out to them, see if they want to send me one to try out. But, and if you work for Modern Spare and you're watching this, send me a tire. I'll use it. But I'm not sure. So jury's still out, but I will have an update on that before the road trip to Texas to let you know what we decided. But for now, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and replace that tire. That's not good. So that's the plan. That's where things are at. A number of you commented a number of things and things I should have and things I should have done. And I appreciate all the feedback. It was some really good feedback. So keep it coming. Keep it coming with the comments. I appreciate it. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll show you the tires when I get them in a little bit here and tell you what I finally end up doing and what it ended up costing me. So that's it for now. Hope you liked this video. If you do, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.